Fourth position, we got Rock Taoist. Sounds very serene. Tommy 83 and check raised. Oh, that's a good pun. Okay, anyway. Mimic Film, Shuttle Fleet, Troop Transport. It's not a terrible tech selection. Could be good for Romber, could be good for Memnon. Holy moly, that row is good. Wow, okay. Yeah, we're picking Paul. I guess you could argue Romber gets Mimic Film, which is as good or better than what Paul's going to provide for Persuasion. But Paul's more fun, and if you get a good card with Paul, you can take advantage of it better than with other leaders, because you're able to draw into it more often. Interesting Aleza pick. I don't know that I would have gone with Aleza. The interesting thing here is that Tessia might actually not get picked. Both Romber and Memnon are good picks here, so if check raised, too, I wonder if he's actually Bohemian, but if check raised doesn't really want to play Tessia, we may have a no Tessia game. This could be pretty fun. Yeah, alright, let's go Memnon. I certainly would like Memnon in first position here. It's really strong, because you can get the Mimic Film, and you generate spice for the Shifting Allegiances. So let's not sleep on Memnon here. If my more recent tournament game gave any indications, Memnon in general shouldn't be slept on. He's not an amazing leader, but when the situation calls for it, it's not bad. Okay, so we don't have our ring, but I actually think this is interesting, right? The best spaces are Tech Negotiation and Hardy Warriors. We have Double Faction. If we go... Let's go here. Then we can play the Seek Allies and get to Gurney or Opulence. Memnon wants to go to Tech Negotiation. Aleza wants to go to Tech Negotiation. It's a high value space. So it's a little bit unorthodox, but that's what I'm doing first. Don't get me wrong, if they let me have Hardy, that's 100% what I want here. But, I mean, surely Aleza's not going to let me have Hardy Warriors. She is. Wow. Okay. I'm not early revealing. They all have 3 cards in hand. It's literally impossible for them to have 6 persuasion. So I'm just getting Gurney. It's just going to happen that way. This is an incredible start. So 3 allows me to win unless somebody has double daggers in hand. However, if either or if either Leto or Aleza have double daggers in hand, I would lose my faction bump. What do we think the odds of that are? Statistically, what are the odds of that? Let's do some calculations. Probably I shouldn't be slowing the game down like this, but I'm actually just curious. So population size is 10. Sample size is 5. Successes in population are 2. Successes in sample needed are 2. The odds of someone having 2 daggers is 22%. So yeah, we put a 4th troop in. And it's additive, so it's more than that actually, because somebody, you know, there's odds that either Leto has 2 daggers or that Aleza has 2 daggers. Leto didn't have it. Embedded agent. Okay, yeah, Aleza had it, so we made the right call. Embedded Agent is awesome card. It's not better than Gurney, though, right? I mean, there's no other Bene Gesserit cards in the row. You know, Opulence could be better than Gurney, too, actually. Could help me get my Swordmaster sooner. Yeah, let's buy Opulence. I have a chance to draw into it next round. I think Gurney's a better card, but round 1, I think Opulence actually stands a chance to be stronger. And hey, sometimes you gotta do things differently. I get Gurney a lot. We don't know what's on top, unfortunately. We don't have any factions, so we can't follow up on Fold Space, not that we would be able to anyway. But based on being 4th, like, we're gonna be ahead in Swordmaster order. So I think it's quite likely that we can get it next round. Although, actually, it looks like Leto's going to beat us to it regardless. I think we open to either Smuggling or to Arakeen. Arakeen, the advantage is we can get in the combat, and it gives us a much higher chance of drawing the Opulence, which I think I like. Okay, we didn't draw it. We're guaranteed it next round, though. With 2 daggers, I think we do put 2 in here. Because even it, like, if we, let's say we get 4 Solari, right? Well, even if we don't get an earlier Swordmaster, eventually we're going to want to spend that. Now, if we were to Mentat, we would go to 6 again for Gurney. The problem with that is, well, let's see, Leto's convincings are in his discard, so Leto wouldn't be able to take it from us. Aleza has 1 convincing, 1 Doom, that's 3. Seek allies, and a reconnaissance. So, I mean, we'll see who goes to tech negotiation, but it looks like right now, ooh, Boltzmann is pretty good. Looks like right now, that could be valid as a play. Now, what happens if Leto comes down here? He doesn't go down. Okay, interesting. That's actually pretty good for us, I think. Nobody goes to tech negotiation. We go to tech negotiation. We fall short of Gurney, but we would get to Embedded Agent. If we went Mentat, we'd go down to 0 Solari, but we would get 4 from second, hopefully. We have 2 daggers in hand. How many does Memnon have? He has 1. So right now, we're beating Memnon on the combat. If we go to tech negotiation, we won't. If we go to wealth, we go to 4 Solari, and we tie for 3rd, and only go to 6. But then on our turn, we can play to Wealth again and beat Leto to Swordmaster. But if we do that, we're not... So hold on. So if I play Mentat, draw the Convincing, I go up to 5. I think that's actually the play. Because I can go Mentat Wealth, I end up with the same amount of Solari. But I get an extra faction bump. Interesting. He might have a combat card. And we also get more persuasion, too. Okay, so much for the embedded agent. So, if we're going Wealth, we're not getting Gurney. I think Gurney is the best thing we can be doing here, to be honest. We could just lose the Swordmaster order. I mean, I think that's probably fine. Like, Opulence, no Swordmaster is very strong. There's the BG card for the embedded agent. They're actually tying a laser right now. So they both get 4, which again means he'll get the first Swordmaster. But that puts me pretty far behind because Leto's probably going to get the second one. The 2 Solari is probably not worth it. I was kind of hoping to get second. But I'm happy to see them tie because it means that someone's getting denied the point. Okay, Guild Bank rate's pretty perfect, especially with Gurney in hand. And next round we'll probably have our Diplomacy, which means that we will be able to hit Fold Space next round and get to Interstellar. It's a counterweight for Leto, but we won't. The timing's bad though. We won't be able to use it hardly ever. So maybe it's not worth it, but not bad to have a Fold Space in your deck. Now we can't actually spend for the Opulence right now, so we ought to just take Opulence to Wealth and get the 5 Solari. If Leto cashes out, then we get to 8 next round. And we're first. I don't like the idea that we might not be able to play Gurney if someone goes Arakeen, but I just don't think with Interstellar shipping on the board that that's going to end. Swordmaster up. I mean, those 2 are not going to go to Arakeen. Maybe Aleza would, but I don't think she will. So he actually chooses to forego the Swordmaster, which is very interesting. At least I think he does. I mean, he does if he plays the card he does. Gurney's going to cost us Persuasion. We're going to end up at 4. I don't think we want any cards at 4. Maybe Space Travel. Truesayer is really the best, but I don't think we'll get it. He gives me Swordmaster. Oh no, he takes Spice. It's a very confusing play. I just don't understand that. Oh, it's Shifting Allegiances, okay. That's a pretty cool play. That's a pretty cool play. Now, Leto could spite Memnon by shipping down, by going to smuggling, and then I would still steal Swordmaster from him. I hope that's what he does. It looks like that's what he's about to do. If he wants his Swordmaster, he's going to have to take Solari. But he might just say, I'm so far behind in Swordmaster priority that it's no point. He does give it to me. Okay, well, I was planning on going no Swordmaster, but it didn't end up that way. Spaceport's the next tech, which means that we're a long way away from any good technologies. He only puts 2 in on the troop transports. It's a real shame, because Memnon's play was honestly pretty brilliant, if you ask me. Laza goes to full space, so she's not going to take Arakeen. But these guys might. And I do risk it by going Swordmaster, honestly. I don't know how I got the first Swordmaster in this game. That was insane that happened. Interesting Mentat. Still suits. Okay, so we do get Arakeen off, which is pretty cool. Leto just doesn't want to put more than 2 troops in on this one. Ooh, reveals the embedded agent. Scary. Mimic film. The techs are pretty good. I just don't know that I'm going to be able to get enough spice to get them anytime soon. I'll full send 3 troops on this with Gurney, no doubt. It's definitely worth it. The problem with Arakeen is that it might draw me more than I want to draw. But it draws me back into Opulence and Gurney himself, so it's hard for me to complain, right? Okay, it didn't draw me any cards I didn't want. Yeah, we full send 3 troops. Solari's points for me right now. We're going to draw Diplomacy, Signet Ring. We want to play both of these. Dagger, Convincing. We'll shuffle. There's a good chance we draw back into Gurney or Opulence. We'll be able to see the top card of the deck, and we can use the ring to draw back into the cards, potentially. I'm curious what Leto reveals for. Hopefully he reveals something cool. I don't really want Bashar. Fremenkamp, probably not either, to be honest. Although Fremenkamp does have 2 Persuasion, which is good for the Holtzman engine if we get it. Okay, not happening. Guild Ambassador, it's a little bit weird because he's a little late for him, honestly. Like, I'm just not getting the Guild Alliance this game, I don't think. Actually, I'm definitely not getting it. Memnon has Shifting Allegiances. But the question is, would a 0 Persuasion card that only goes to green that gives you 2 spice on play be worth it? The techs are good enough, the answer might be yes. I think our deck is strong enough that the answer is no. I'm going to grab Bashar, if only because the trashing could be useful. Bounty Hunter is tempting. It's going to be very tempting because the 2 Solari goes into Opulence. But then we're not drawing Opulence, so I'm going to say no. But maybe I should have picked up the Guild Ambassador to stop Memnon from having it. Much to think about. That's probably the better way of doing things. Memnon's actually very far ahead. Kwisatz. Well, we just got enough money that we could go divert ourselves over to a... we did redraw Gurney. We could divert our way over to a High Council seat. If we do that with Dagger, that takes us to 8. Everyone's got a lot of Solari. I think it's quite a reasonable thing to consider. Yeah, let's do it. Because certainly the other 3 players would be interested, I'm sure. We only have 1 point still, so that's something to be cautious of. Although I have bumps on three factions, so I'm not doing badly. Gurney here, I don't even know if we play the troops, to be honest. This combat's not that important. And the spice is good. It would definitely help us catch up on the Holtzman or the shuttle fleet. But there's such a thing as building too much long-term value. Gurney and Signet Ring both draw 1 card, but Gurney has more persuasion on him. So I think we play Signet Ring to Arakeen, probably. Or, honestly, to Imperial Basin. I like Signet Ring, Imperial Basin, and then Selective Breeding. Signet Ring will replace itself for Persuasion. So I do think, I mean, Imperial Basin's got a lot of spice on it right now. This would give, if we played it, the problem is we couldn't actually go to Tech Negotiation that turn, because we won't have the green anymore. But we could consider it. Yeah. It's a bummer, but it's not unexpected. Did he pay the spice for that? No. He didn't. Stilgar means that the fail case is pretty good for just about anything we can be doing here. Carthag or Arakeen? I think Arakeen's better. Dagger, okay. Not in love with the dagger. Because it means we can't play our diplomacy now. Gurney could replace himself. Actually, he guaranteed... No, he doesn't. He guaranteed... No, he actually doesn't. Because he only draws 1 card. So I don't think we can play him, and I don't think we can play diplomacy either. We can play Tech Negotiation, we just don't want to. I don't know, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe it's just like, hey, Stilgar is pretty good too. Why not just get Stilgar? Now we can't play Gurney. We could give Gurney more options by going Stillsuits, and Stillsuits is conventionally the best place to go right now. We'll probably do that if Tech Negotiation gets blocked. More negotiators that we can't use. The tech row is a little bit bad for just empty tech negotiations. Eventually someone's going to buy one of those things and we'll have some options. Yeah, no one's even really close to Twizzats. I'm gonna take it. We need to start working on our card draw. That means water and spice, mostly. We don't know what the top card is. We can trash a dagger with Bashar at least. We need probably more water. This would be ideal, but we have none because we did a Hardy on the first combat, unfortunately. The Hardy probably wasn't worth it because we never actually got anywhere on the guild track. Played his ring. We probably need to play Opulence first action just because Wealth is about the only place that we can play this card. I don't think anyone actually wants to go to Wealth. It doesn't really make any sense. Everyone's got more money than they can use. So maybe we could be risky like that, but I don't know. I mean, Memnon might do it for the point. I think we play Bashar first. I think Arakeen is in higher demand. Laza's vacuuming up all the spice, isn't she? Trash. Dune. Bummer. We can hit Mentat to get Gurney. I don't know that I want to deploy just yet. We're playing card draw tribal in this deck. It's kind of a good move from Alaza. Please take one of these texts so that I can actually buy something. Okay, disposal facility is interesting at least. I could get it. It wouldn't be horrible actually. Just too late for it is the problem. Better to Mentat. Quizlet's on top means we get it with Gurney, as long as someone doesn't take Carthag. No! Oh no. 2 wasted Gurneys. That's really bad. We could really reveal for a Spice Mist Flow, but I don't think it's the play. I think we play Opulence. Opulence and like smuggling or something. Well, next round our hand will be pretty loaded. At least we can buy troops with Gurney, but I don't know that that's even a good play, honestly. With an Opulence in hand, probably not. We got our first point in round 5. Let's go. I guess if we buy troops with Gurney, and we pretty much get the money back, right? From the combat. It's only 4 strength, though. So we don't really make a whole lot of headway. We just tie for, like, second. Put 1 troop in an Imperial base, and it's not great. This is better. Bye, Stilgar. Most of our money back. Bashar works well with Stilgar. I would say that Kwisatz was the back half of my deck, but that's not true. I could have drawn it last round if I had been able to get to Carthag. Ring is nice to have here. I'm just kind of out in lala land, I think. Paul lala land. Shuttle fleet. Okay. We've got 3 negotiators, so watch out. Paul Objectors is actually pretty good. And he's going to get troop transports too. Wasn't expecting a Conspire there, honestly. You've got more than enough Solari. No, my game is lagging. Eliza's pretty far behind. I don't think I'm so far behind that I can't win. But I do think I am behind. This deck building has kind of been navel gazing. Oh, that's pretty good for her. Do this. Dagger on top is not what I want to see, is it? Throw another troop in. We want research station going forward, which is why we did that. Kind of behind on intrigues, too, is an issue. Could Kwisatz to wealth, maybe? Kind of want to get these dang and negotiators used. Okay. Okay. We'll draw into the Bashar, which is going to mean that the dagger's going to have more value to it. New tech is flagship. Okay. So where are we quiz-assing to now? Secrets, maybe. Wealth, maybe. We're going to have opulence next round. We're 1 Solari short of using it. Wouldn't be bad to push for Emperor Alliance. The problem is Memnon could snatch it from us. Where's that shifting allegiances? It's in his hand, probably. I mean, we could block them from using it by going to Imperial Basin. He doesn't actually have any spice. Or we could just go to secrets. Intrigues are good. Next round, we want to be able to hit Research Station. We've got lots of good candidates. He plays the Guild Ambassador, which is good. We don't want him revealing it. Leto looks like he's going to put this combat firmly out of reach. If he full deploys. If he's greedy, we can still take it, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, 14, we can't beat that. Bummer. So, secrets or wealth? We don't know what Memnon has in hand. Maybe he has shifting, maybe he doesn't. Either way, he's not drawing it next round. Secrets is a higher value space in general. We want to get money from smuggling too. Let's go secrets. War chest. Okay, technically, I think that lets me win this combat. Want to necessarily, but I can. And I don't really want to use the bottom half of the war chest. Let's think about this. Don't know that I want to be buying cards anymore. Sure, Sadokar Legion is good, but... And yes, it's faction. It's also not a Kwisatz Haderach or a Stilgar. It only has 1 persuasion, so I think we pass on it. So, Tactician takes me to... And the problem is, what if he has a combat card, right? Tactician would take me to 11. War Chest would put me above him by 1. But it's just so... It's so expensive. I'm gonna try it. The trash would be really nice. And if I just get the water and the spice, that's okay, I think. Damn it. Bummer, dude. Okay. Well. That was bad. That was really bad. We kind of need to get smuggling here. We actually might not. I mean, Aleza might take it from us. We were probably on track to win this combat. Now I don't think we are anymore. She goes Hugabase. Cool. Okay. So we actually do get to go smuggling. We could just dump... We don't want to dump the dune, but... Let's wait on that. Money for opulence. We've got a point in hand. Nobody has enough water to go to research station before us. Although we may just save the troops. I think Aleza is going to win this combat. The problem is Leto's probably at 8 or 9 this round. We do get a lot of daggers out of Stilgar. I just don't think it's enough. High Council. It's not what I was expecting. Okay. Bashar means I think I am a little bit more confident that I can win this. Signet Ring will draw us back into Kwisatz. I'm not going to 4 intrigues, though. Maybe not. And I spent my battle cards like an idiot last round. If we had one more spice, we could go to selective breeding, which would be significantly better than playing our Signet Ring. The guild authorization looks useless, but he can use it with shifting allegiances. There's the Highliner. It's a lot of force. I don't know that I can beat 20. Where do we play our ring to? I mean, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that we're adding to our total. I think it's just not happening. There is, however, the Kwisatz factor. If we went to, like, Arakeen, or even... Yeah, if we went to Arakeen, there's 2 more daggers from the dagger card. Back to research station again next round. Yeah, that's a concern. Sleto probably at 9. I am definitely dirtling too hard this game. We get 2 points on reveal, fine, but it's too slow. What if we went Hardy Warriors with Kwisatz? Well, that adds 4 strength. That's not a lot, to be honest. Takes us to 12. Stilgar takes us from 12 to 16. Dagger takes us to 18. Bashar takes us to 20, and then we tie, and then we lose out on 2 points because we played our cards like an idiot last round. So I think we have to go secrets instead. Okay, that's not useful. We're already getting Research Station from now until the end of the game, so that's just not helpful. Yeah. Let it to 9. Show him shares? No. Cool. Making up ground, but I don't know if we're doing it fast enough. We're still 3 points behind Leto. The top card of our deck's pretty trash. Although I guess Hollow Projectors is going to help us get out of that jam. So without knowing what our card draw is, do we want Spice here? If we went to Great Flat, which I don't think we want to do, but if we went to Great Flat, we would get 5 Spice. That's enough that we don't need the Spice. We take the other 2 rewards. Favored subject is pretty good, actually. Economic Supremacy is awkward, because we have a Opulence on top. Open with Hollow Projectors to Dagger to see what's behind the Opulence, I think. The text don't bail us out. Let's see how we beat Leto here. The second place in the combat's something. The Opulence is a free point on reveal. We're not screwed, but it's not where we want to be. That's what I was afraid of. What are the odds that Aleza takes the Research Station from us? Nobody wants Wealth. Let's take Gurney, play Gurney first. Ouch. Ouch. Bashar's not terrible, but we wanted to get the Kwisatz or the Stilgar, and we didn't. Guess that's what Ring's for, but the problem is neither of them are on top either. We can probably get to 8 just based on our reveal. Maybe 9 from second place in the combat. Maybe. Gosh, this is not good. That's 3 troops for Leto. Did he use his ring? No. So we can use favored subject to steal the alliance before he takes it. I'm a spice short of getting a selective. Go do this. Now we're at some serious risk of losing our SMF. If we play Signet Ring to Tech Negotiation, we get the SMF. Although I think I like Signet Ring to Arakeen better, because every card in our deck has 2 persuasions. Yeah, it's just better. So is it selective, or is it... No, it's not. It's not his shifting allegiances. We should try to hit to 10 this round. Damn it. If Leto wins this combat, he definitely wins the game, and I don't know what to do about it. Problem is, that blocks us from ever being able to draw the Kwisatz. It's just not possible. We don't have the ability to go to fold space. Go to Carthag. There's some intrigue cards that might help. It's not likely. If Leto wins the combat, we don't have a chance to win, even if we get the SMF. The SMF plus the Opulence would take us to 9, and that's the end of the road. We could... I think we have to hope that Memnon or Aleza beats him in the combat. That's all we can hope for. Glimpse the path. Okay. Well, that gets us the SMF. We didn't draw the Kwisatz or the Stilgar. We probably needed to draw at least one of those to get what we needed here. Problem is, Leto gets to 10 just based on getting second in the combat, so I don't know. I don't know, man. Man, these two being in the deck is such a tease. I think we win if we do. I think we win if we draw them. Can't get more alliances right now, Leto. It's not possible. Unless you've got an intrigue card. Just protecting himself. Well, Memnon and Aleza, you've got actions. I hope you can block him here. I mean, technically I tie him, but he wins on Spice Tiebreaker. Lasers off in La La Land too. Holtzman Engine means that maybe she gets to 9, but I don't know where the last point is. Play the water, why not? I'm getting to 10. The problem is I just have less spice than Leto. I think I lost when I played those intrigue cards on that combat in round 6. Okay, so that actually is enough to block him, maybe. We have to hope, right? It'll come down to intrigue cards. If Memnon wins the combat, I think I win the game. Laser goes to 9. She could win with... I don't know what it would... I can't think of any card that... Maybe Grand Conspiracy? Grand Conspiracy probably win of the game. Okay, so if Memnon wins the combat, he wins. Be at 10 right now. Actually going to go to 11 with second. If he gets second. So now I need them to tie, basically. Because, yeah, I'm winning right now. Uh-oh. Okay. So at this point, then, we would tie, and he would win. He have one more point than me. Bummer. Yeah, I should have saved those intrigue cards. So close. Get the next one.